amigos! As many of you know, Eat Your Spanish depends entirely on the support we receive from our Patreon supporters. And while we're still a ways away from the show being able to fully support itself and the time it takes to make, we thought we'd offer another fun incentive to join. Evan and I were talking, and we decided that if we were able to grow our Patreon familia to 250 supporters, then we could start hosting a live virtual performance every month for our supporters. So if you've been listening and you're having fun singing and playing games and listening to stories with us, please visit us at www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish and help us keep the show going. And if we hit our goal of 250 supporters, then we'll be able to see each other once a month for a fun virtual performance and Spanish hangout. We're even thinking about hosting some art classes for some of the other months. There are just so many possibilities for ways that we can have fun together. So if you have the time and an extra $2 per month to spare, please visit us at www.patreon.com/eatyourspanish and check out all of the additional learning materials and content available to our supporters. Thanks for your consideration and for being such great listeners. Hasta luego, amigos.
Hola amigos, me llamo Mrs. Elephant.
Y yo me llamo Mr. Mouse. Bienvenidos. Welcome to the 20th and final episode of the Eat Your Spanish Marathon. I can't believe we made it through all 20 lessons.
That's really amazing, y'all. And you know what? With all that helpful repetition, I bet your Spanish is better than ever. I know mine certainly is. Now, before we get started, we'd love to give a quick shout out to a couple more members of our Eat Your Spanish Patreon familia.
That's right. We'd like to give a big shout out to our amigos Evie and Jax and their mama Sunny, all the way from Charlestown, Indiana. Hola, amigos. You know what? When Evan and Vanessa used to live in Kentucky, we would go visit them all the time. And one of our favorite places to go was Charlestown Park. Have you all ever been there? I actually made friends with a chipmunk when I was there. His name was Chirpy Chirps, and I met him with Mrs. Elephant, and we went for a hike down a trail. I think the trail was Trail Numero 1, or Trail number 1. So if you ever do decide to go for a hike down Trail Numero 1, when you come across a giant rock that's covered in moss and all sorts of green plants and clover, make sure to give it a tap, and then shout out, "Hola, Chirpy Chirps! Mr. Mouse and Mrs. Elephant told us to say hello." He's a little wild, so if he runs away real fast, then don't be triste or sad. It's just part of his chipmunk personality. Thank you so much, Evie and Jax, for being such wonderful listeners and supporters of our show. Hooray!
Yeah, thanks amigos.
All right, everyone. Time to start the marathon. Today we'll be revisiting Lesson Numero Veinte, or lesson number 20. Ooh, I remember this one. This is where Mrs. Elephant and I got to be in a band with Evan and Vanessa. That was the best day ever.
Ooh, I remember that. You played Los Tambores and I played el ukulele. Ooh, this is so exciting. Are y'all ready, amigos? Hold on to your hats. It's time to travel back one more time. All the way back to lesson numero 20.
Here we go!
Hello, friends.
Hola, amigos.
How are you?
¿Cómo están?
I'm so happy
Estoy feliz
to be with you.
a estar contigo.
Are you hungry
Tienen hambre
to sing and play?
a cantar y jugar.
'Cause on our menu
Porque en el menú
is Spanish today. Everybody sing.
Eat your Spanish, eat your Spanish, eat your Spanish with us today. Did you say spinach? No, I said Spanish. Okay. Eat your Spanish with us today. Eat your Spanish!
With Evan.
and Vanessa. Hola amigos!
Hello, friends. Me llamo Evan. My name's Evan.
Y yo me llamo Vanessa, and my name's Vanessa. Today's episode is extra special for a few different reasons. First of all, it's the last lesson episode of Season 2. We're so proud of all of you for being such dedicated listeners and learners. And we've had so much fun playing and singing and spending time with all of you. The other reason today's episode is extra special is because it's all about musical instruments, or in Spanish, instrumentos musicales. But before we begin, we want to thank our amigo Elijah for asking us about how to say guitar in Spanish. His question inspired this entire episode. So in honor of him, we'd like to share his question with everyone.
Hola, Evan and Vanessa. My name is Elijah. I was wondering how to say guitar in Spanish. Adios.
Thanks for your wonderful question, Elijah. We're so happy to be able to answer your question for you in today's episode.
Yeah, thanks for the great question, Elijah, and for helping to give us the idea to make this episode.
Música is such an important part of our show, and so together we'll learn about a few of the instruments that Evan and I use to make our Eat Your Spanish songs.
Oh, cool. So does that mean we'll get to learn about guitars, pianos, drums, bass, flutes, violins,
synthesizers, tambourines, ukuleles, congas, bongos, cellos, trumpets,
Steel drums, charangos, acoustic basses, electric guitars, harmonicas, harps.
Whoa, take it easy, Evan. Your face is turning morado. You're right, we use lots and lots of instruments in our songs. But how about we focus on cuatro of the most common ones that we use, like maybe the guitar, piano, drums, and ukulele?
That sounds like a great idea. So first we'll learn the Spanish words, then we'll sing a fun Spanish song together, and last but not least, we'll get the chance to form a band with two of our best friends and play some music together.
We hope you all are ready to have some fun. Here we go.
Spanish lesson time.
So Vanessa, how do we say guitar, piano, ukulele, and drums in Spanish?
Great question, Evan. To say guitar, we say la guitarra. For piano, we say el piano. For the ukulele, we say el ukelele.
Hey Vanessa, sorry to interrupt, but all three of those words sound almost exactly the same in English as they do in Spanish.
That's true, Evan. Do you all remember what it's called when a word sounds almost the same in two languages? If you all said cognate, then you're right. So we've got 3 cognates in this episode, and then our last word we'll be learning is the word for drums, which is los tambores. So now that we've heard the name of each instrumento, let's practice saying each one all together. We can start with the guitar. In Spanish, we call it la guitarra. So repeat after me. La guitarra.
La guitarra.
La guitarra.
La guitarra.
Muy bien, amigos. Now we're ready to practice the piano, or in Spanish, el piano. So repeat after me. El piano.
El piano.
El piano.
El piano.
Wow, great practicing, amigos. 2 done, 2 more to go. So for ukulele, we say ukelele. So repeat after me. Ukelele.
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 Excelente, amigos! Now, last but not least is the only word this week that isn't a cognate, and that's the word for drums. The word for drums is los tambores. So repeat after me. Los tambores.
Los tambores.
Los tambores.
Los tambores.
Muy bien, amigos.
Yeah, great job, friends. Now that we've practiced saying all of our new words, it's time to sing them in a song together. We'll definitely be singing the Spanish words for those instrumentos, but I wonder if we'll also hear them making the music in our song. Do you all think so? I guess there's only one way to find out.
Spanish song time!
Hey friends, it's time to sing our final canción of the season. This is an extra special one because we're going to have a couple of our friends play along with us. I'm not going to say who just yet, but I think you'll figure it out by the end of the song.
Oh, I'm so excited. Can you teach us some of the song ahead of time so that we can sing along?
Of course! I'll teach you all a part in the chorus as well as a part of the verse, so that way you all can sing every part of the song. The chorus section of La Canción has a part that goes like this. Música, oh música. And that means music, oh music. Can you all repeat it with me? Here we go. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Música, oh música.
Great singing.
Now, in the verse section of the song, I'll sing different sentences about the different instruments. The first part I'll sing will go like this. Con mi guitarra. And that means with my guitar. Would you all like to repeat it with me? Let's try together. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Con mi guitarra.
Way to go.
Beautiful as always, amigos. So this line will change depending on which instrumento or instrument I'm singing about. The first will be con mi guitarra, then con mi ukelele, then con los tambores, and last but not least, I'll sing con el piano.
And remember, amigos, the more you listen to the song, the more you will remember, even without trying. That's why music is such a fun way to learn.
That's so true. Well, I think that's all the instruction for today. Are you all ready to join us for our last song of the season?
We're ready.
Mr. Mouse, Mrs. Elephant, you're supposed to be the secret surprise.
Oops, sorry, Evan.
Yeah, our bad. I'm just so excited to play with y'all. The ukulele is pretty tiny, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, and these drums, they're gigantic. But let's see. Yeah, I think I'll be okay.
All right. And how about all you listeners out there? Are you all ready to sing with us? Excelente! Here we go, amigos. Música, oh música, oh how you brighten up my day. Música, oh música, oh how I love to sing and play. Con la guitarra, I love to strum our special song. Con el ukelele, you pluck the strings and play along. Con los tambores, I feel the rhythm and tap a beat. Con el piano, you play a melody soft and sweet. Música, oh música, oh how you brighten up my day. Música, oh música, oh how I love to sing and play. Con la guitarra, I love to strum our special song. Con el ukelele, you pluck the strings and play along. Con los tambores, I feel the rhythm and tap a beat. Con el piano, Are you ready, Mr. Mouse?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, Mrs. Elephant?
10-4, good buddy.
How about you, Evan?
I'm ready to jam. How about you, Vanessa? Are you ready?
I sure am.
All right, count us in, Mr. Mouse.
Uno, dos, tres, break it down. Give me something. Let me hear it.
Oh, wow, that was so beautiful. I'm so proud of y'all.
Muy bien, amigos. That was beautiful singing.
Yeah, it really was. There's nothing better than thousands of voices singing all together in harmony. Plus, singing really helps me learn Spanish. Do you all feel the same way? Playing in a band with our amigos was so much fun, but it definitely took a lot of practice. But guess what? We actually recorded our first band practice ever with Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse. Would you all like to listen? Okay, let me find the tape here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right, amigos, here we go. Well, I've got a couple friends, and don't you know? If I told you who they were, well, you might say,
Aw, he's as tiny as a flower.
she's as giant as a house. Yes, it's Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse.
Hey, amigos.
Well, hola, amigos. How you doing? It's been way too long. Good to see y'all looking fine and dandy.
Oh, hi, Mr. Mouse. Hi, Mrs. Elephant.
Hola, amigos. It's good to see you too.
Yeah, we're so feliz to get the chance to be in a band with you all. I cannot wait to make some music together.
Yeah, me too. I've been looking forward to this all week.
So, now that we've decided to be in a band together, we should probably figure out which instruments each of us is going to play. Does anybody have any thoughts?
Oh, well, yes, I do. I was thinking, well, I think el ukulele is such a cute little instrument, and I've been practicing on it for a while now.
Oh, wow. That's so great, Mrs. Elephant. I'm so excited to hear that you play el ukulele. As for me, I think I'll play el piano, if that's okay with everyone.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah, I think that's absolutely perfect for you, Vanessa. How about you, Mr. Mouse? Mr. Mouse, what are those things you're holding in your hands? Is that string cheese?
Oh, this ain't no ordinary string cheese, Mrs. E. This string cheese is 5 years old and hard as a rock. I'm gonna use them for drumsticks so I can play Los Tambores.
Ew, Mr. Mouse, that is so gross. But I guess if it works, more power to you, buddy.
I guess that leaves me with La Guitarra. So now all we need are some lyrics, or something to sing about. This is usually the hard part.
Well, actually, since you asked, I've got this poem that I've kind of been working on for a while now. I've got it all crumpled up here, right here in my pocket.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Mouse, you are full of surprises. Will you read it to us?
Okay, I will, but please, will you be really gentle with your feedback? I'm very sensitive about my poems.
Oh, of course. Don't worry, Mr. Mouse. We're all friends here. You can trust us.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your lyrics.
Okay. I'm still bit nervous. Maybe I'll just close my eyes and take a deep breath. Okay, here I go. Big and gray, you swept me away with your trunk as soft as silk. From your head to your feet, I think you're sweet like a glass of chocolate milk. And though you're 1,000 times bigger than me, in my heart I know it's true that no matter what the future may bring, I will always love you. And pizza too.
Oh, wow! Mr. Mouse, you've made me about as happy as a pig eating slop. Oh, dear, sorry. I know that's a little gross. I can't believe how you were able to put such a big feeling into words like that. I love you so much, my little angel poet.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Mouse. Those words are so sweet. I think they would be great lyrics to our song.
Wow! Thanks, amigos! I'm so glad you like them! Maybe before we work on the song, we should have a warm-up jam. I'm ready to smash out some hot licks on those mouse tambores.
Oh, sounds good, darling. I've got my ukulele ready.
I'm ready on the piano.
Mi guitarra is ready too.
Let's do it! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, dear. It kind of sounds like a nightmare.
Don't give up, Mrs. Elephant. Sometimes it takes a while before things start to sound good. We just have to be patient.
Wow, amigos, this is sounding great. Mrs. Elephant, how about you take a solo on el ukulele?
Don't mind if I do. How about a little bit of laying down a little bit of the spots? How about, whoa, all right. Ooh, that was fun.
All right, Mrs. E. Vanessa, your turn for a solo on el piano.
All right, here I go.
Well, Vanessa, you sure know how to bang it out on those keys. Evan, your turn.
All right, here goes nothing.
Everybody watch out! It's time to play Los Tambores!
Oh my goodness, it's like witnessing a miracle.
Look at that, you all. He's playing with his tail now, too.
Whoa, did you all see that? He just took a bite of one of his cheese drumsticks.
Wow, Mr. Mouse, that was incredible.
Yeah, Mr. Mouse, how did you do that?
What's going on? Wait, I blacked out. Did I have my solo yet?
Oh, you sure did, little guy. And you nearly tore the roof off this place.
Oh dear, looks like I also took a bite out of one of my drumsticks again. That's the 10th time this week. You think we could maybe have a quick break before we work on the song so I can find a new set of sticks?
Sounds like a plan. In fact, I think I've got a bag of year-old stale pretzel sticks if that might be able to be of use.
Pretzel sticks.
Oh wow, band practice with them was so much fun. We have to do that again soon.
Yeah, I can't believe how fun and creative Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse are. Playing instruments is such a fun thing to do, especially with your amigos.
Aw man, that sound means it's time to say goodbye.
We had so much fun learning our new Spanish words together, and you all did such a great job singing our instrumental song with us.
And we're so happy you all were able to join us for our band practice with Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse. That was one of the most fun band practices I've ever been a part of.
You know, I was wondering, do any of you listeners out there play an instrumento? Well, if you do, and if you want to send us a picture or video of you playing a song on your special instrument, we would love to see that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Another fun idea is maybe next time you listen to this episode, during the song section, you could play along with your own instrument. That way we could all sing and play music together.
Oh, that's a great idea. Well, amigos, it looks like we've reached the end of Season 2 of Eat Your Spanish. I can't believe how much we learned this season. Do you remember our first episode of the season where we were talking about rooms in our home? That seems like such a long time ago.
It really does. You all have done such a great job this season, and we're so proud of each and every one of you for choosing to learn Spanish with us.
Yeah, we sure are. And it makes our hearts so happy, or our corazones muy feliz, to be part of your Spanish learning journey.
Before we go, we just want to thank all of the members of our Patreon familia. It's because of your love and support that we've been able to keep this show going, and it means so much to us. And to all of our listeners out there, thank you so much for joining us on our special Eat Your Spanish journey. Who knows where the Eat Your Spanish train will take us next?
We've got all sorts of special things in store for the future, so make sure to follow us on social media and keep checking in with the show. And remember, repetition is super important when learning a new language, so you can always listen back to older episodes to sharpen those Spanish chops. We've got one more review episode left, and then Mrs. Elephant and Mr. Mouse might take over for a little bit while Evan and I go to work writing Season 3. And maybe we'll pop in every now and then for a special announcement. I guess all that's left now is to sing our goodbye song together. We hope you all sing along. Adiós, mi buen amigo.
Goodbye, my good friend.
Hasta luego.
See you later.
See you later, my good friend.
Adios, amigos. Goodbye, friends.
Hasta luego. See you later. Thanks for listening to the Eat Your Spanish podcast. You can support our podcast by visiting patreon.com/eatyourspanish or by subscribing to it and leaving a review on iTunes. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at eatyourspanishpodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Adios!